life, small, magic, 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 and simple. First of all, next here is a pair of ordinary broken card. Is not what special broken card are. We first put this broken card first. It's shuffle it first. I put this row of accounts down, any position, shouting stop, stand by. Stop this position, right, to help me remember this broken card. Remember it, okay. Remember after we put this broken card first to cut it, mess it first, okay. Or after that, let's cut it up again. Excuse me, just now, you see that card is a 4 of hearts? No, it's not, okay. Let's look at another one, is a 3 of diamonds. It doesn't matter, we'll cut it again in this position. And then cut mess of good. Let's look at half of the broken cards here inside. There is just, you see that broken card. There is no, if not, then it should be in the other half of the deck. Next, we'll do a special shuffle. I'll shuffle this deck of broken cards in half heads and half tails. I'll shuffle the deck of cards into pairs, you see. Now the cards will be positive and negative, right? It's very messy, but if we just snap our fingers, something magical will happen, you see. The whole deck is back to normal, right? One of the cards was reversed. See? It's a wrong card. How do you do that? I'll tell you right now. This magic is how to do it next. We immediately explain the first thing we need to know. This broken deck of cards is an ordinary broken deck of cards. Our first step first, teach the audience any position, shouting stop after asking him to remember this broken card, such as an example refers to this spade is okay. After remembering it, we put it down to put this card down, when in fact I am still using a small paper to it stuck at this time. We just need to put the top of the card, simply so. Put down the rest of the card here. Good at this time we have to do. One thing is to put the bottom of a card up to the bottom of a card is okay. Here, the card, simply cut down the rest of this card here. Well, at this time, we have to do a thing is to put the bottom of a card on the OK. At this time, we will do a move the card method this way to move the card over to the top of this position. How to do it side. Look at the, we take a broken card here to cut a copy of the card over to put it on the top of this and then cut it back on. It can be done after this. In turn, this spades, write it. At this time, ask the audience, is not this, he said no. In fact, at this time, I have taken more than one in the above. Standing to pick it up at this time to pick up 2 broken cards, and then this one is also reversed. Ask the audience, is not this, the audience certainly said no at this time, the 2 together. In fact, at this time there are actually 3 cards. It reversed. In fact, at this time our purpose is to know that the spades are reversed, appeared. At this time we only need this. Reach a cut down the card. This time the spades will naturally appear in this position in reverse. Of course, if we don't want to use this method, we can also use a method that is directly, pull this card down the reverse rotation. With this method is also possible. 2 methods to see which one they like. The other method is this way to pull the card in, pulling the card down the rotation of our front view. Then that is a high speed of this kind of a rotating action only after we are very simple. This time we say the audience, you look at this side of the card, inside the card, there is no card. You draw, in fact, at this time, it is a misdirection of the card. That is in fact an error. You can look at our hand. We reversed when you look very natural to ask the audience whether there is your card at. This time we are reasonable to turn this card. You see whether there is the card you just said is not very natural at this time. Back to the card after the card is placed here. Then we put the cards away and then we shuffle the 2 cards together. Can but be careful not to do this. So we take the card after shuffling immediately after it is pressed in to put it in such a state. This time we can pick up half of here. Also said that some cards are very positive. Some cards are very chaotic. There are positive and negative. Very chaotic, right? This state, this time to come to this time. We have a positive and a negative time to put this card on the cover of his good at this time. We just need to play it, snapping our fingers. The whole deck of cards will be restored, right? The last one left is the broken card played by the audience. Life magic is magical and simple.